Seems like a few people have camped in this little meadow here. Alright, this is the third day of rain. The first day out of Pearisburg, in the afternoon, it started raining, and I got caught in the downpour, about a 3-hour downpour. That got everything soaked. That caught me by surprise. And then when I made up camp, I had my long johns and all. They were wet. I didn't have them in the compactor bag, and my kayak bags weren't completely sealed, so that didn't work. So I didn't have any dry clothes. But I did have the marmot jacket and my under quilt and over quilt in the compactor bag down there. So I was all right. But when you get in there with wet clothes, it kind of starts getting all your other stuff wet. And wet socks. Now the second day it rained all day. Last night I was close to hypothermia. I got everything dried out. Now everything's wet. Really wet. I mean, my pack weighs probably close to 35, 40 pounds. There's not 35 pounds easy. It's 10 pounds more than it should be. And ain't nothing I can do. There's no way you can't dry anything out because it's just raining. So I just got to keep moving. I'm less than 40 miles from Four Pines, or the Catawba Valley. There's a store there. I can get some, and there is a walking distance. There's a hostel there where I can maybe dry out. But that's still another couple days. Gotta keep moving. I'm gonna climb. Yeah, the rocks are back. But that's the trail rocks. Well, the good news is it slows my pace down, but I'm not freezing. I'm able to, the temperature's actually warmed up a couple degrees. It's probably about 58 degrees now or something like that. Probably closing in on 60, so I'm all right. All right. Yeah, it's a little after 12:30. I made it to one of these shelters. There's not very many people on the trail out here. Not very many at all. I haven't seen anybody all day. All these section hikers, they get out of the rain. They go to. You usually got about as many section hikers as you do through hikers. And then you got a lot of your through hikers are slackers. And what they do is when they're coming out of town, the hostel gives them a ride, so that way they stay an extra night in the hostel. So that instead of having to do the climb out of town for 2,000 feet for 5 miles or whatever, they shuttle them down 20 miles down the trail, and they hike downhill with the water bottle while the other hikers have to hike uphill with a heavy food bag. And so they can afford. They get off in the rain. So not all through hikes are the same. My through hike is a traditional through hike, where I put on the backpack and do a continuous path all the way to Maine. That's my through hike. A lot of people don't do that. Some of them take advantage of every detour on the trail. They blue blaze it. They just shuttle around it. Some of them do that. The detours are part of the continuous footpath. But the ATC that gives out the certificates, they said you can blue blaze. You can go around detours, and it's all right. So I don't do that. I put my backpack out in Georgia, took it out of my car, and I'm carrying it all the way to Catawba. Continuous footpath. No ride somewhere. None of this stuff. No walking downhill with a water bottle in my pocket. But this shelter's important because see, it's just drizzly rain all day. This is 3 days in a row now, and I'm going to start getting cold here because it's in the 50s. But I can put on my down jacket in here and not compromise my down jacket. So I'm fixing to put that on. Look at this bridge. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the camera down. It's wobbly. It's 3 o'clock and the rain has stopped. I think that's what the weather said it was going to stop at around 3 today for a few hours. This pack's still heavy. A cool looking creek there. Yeah. Alright. The sky is lightening up. No sun yet, but that's the lightest it's been in the last 2.5 days. Yeah, 3:30. Still overcast and rainy. Yeah. Whew. Got done with a pretty good climb. It looks like it still goes up there. Alright, it's 7 o'clock. I got my water. It's gonna be dark soon. I see. Hiking out of this bottom, I gotta climb here. First hammock trees I find up there. What I'm looking for. Alright, I'm stepping out. I got my down jacket on. I can't stay out here long, but it's slowed down. The rain has slowed down to just a little trickle right now. Let me turn it around, set this up. There's my setup. There's the Appalachian Trail, just full of water. Almost looks like it's flowing down. And it's drizzling rain. Here's my Kimmel. Oh, you can't even see my tarp set up over here on the edge of the woods here. And of course the mountain is going down right here, but it doesn't matter. I'm in a hammock, so I'm leveled out. And I want to go back in. And I'm winning the battle of hypothermia tonight. Last night, my teeth were chattering the whole time I was set up, and it took me a while to dry out. It's a little bit better tonight, but it's starting to get a little cool out here. I'm going to get in my cocoon. Yeah, man. All right. All right. Climb on in here.